like the first thing that came to mind for me when you were describing this is like the screen orientation on it. Like, I'm assuming you'd have to like lock the screen so that whatever direction this is facing, like say you're carrying it like this, so that it's like down like this, and you can use it. Because otherwise, I think you'd end up holding this, and it would kind of, as you move, it kind of flips the screen orientation.
Okay.
So that would be kind of a concern for me. It's just the kind of the hassle of having to remember to flip it and making sure everything's oriented, and if you don't do that, whether it's going to work or not. I guess I would be concerned as to whether the material, the film material that we were talking about, whether that would be durable enough to hold the weight of the, like I think obviously you'd have to have like cloth or something on one side of it,
right,
and then the film on the other, just whether it would be durable to stand up the weight, and whether if that's built into the bag, whether it would start kind of ripping or something like that.
Okay.
And I think that the film actually, I think the reason why it works is because it forms kind of a static bond with the iPad.
Okay.
So I think the iPad would somehow have to be like almost fixed onto the film.
Okay.
In order for it to work. Like you couldn't have this amount of space between the film and the iPad. It would have to be like solid connection between the two in order for it to work. So that would be my concerns on this part. I mean, I kind of like the idea of this. I think in terms of like competition, I think your main competition would be some of those cases that have like the hand strap built into the back of it. It's like, why would I want this bag as opposed to one of those cases I can just pull out and it's got the hand strap and I can just hold it like this and do my thing with it. I think you'd have to figure out what the advantage of like a bag like this is. So in terms of that, I'm not sure about this one. I like the positioning of where it is on the bag, but I'm not sure what kind of advantage it holds over having a case, or having the case with the film and the hand strap. So I'm not sure about that one. This one I like. I think I like the idea of it, of being able to kind of quickly access it and just not, the advantage over like this one or even the case is that you don't have to pull it out of anything. So I think that would be a good factor. The question I would just have, I think I'd be worried about it like it accidentally opening and like the iPad falling out.
Sure.
So I think you'd have to like convince people that is not a risk.
Okay.
And I don't know how you do that either, through like maybe filling in this section here, and therefore it's not as much exposed area, and there's like people are not going to think it's going to slide out the sides or something. I don't know, or having maybe like another like locking clip or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I like the idea of it, and I don't even think I would, if I were using this, I don't think I would even like type with it here. I think I would just pull it out, and really the easy access of it would be the kind of the selling factor for me.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Would you would you type with it, or do like open up applications with, let's say, this design right here?
Would I you mean when I hold it and like do like this and kind of do stuff with it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I think for me, I mean, the thing is, like, I have a case for my iPad, and like I wouldn't want to have to take it out of the existing case. Like I'm assuming, like as I said, that you would have to take it out and put it into like a tight seal on this in order for it to work. And I don't think I'd like the hassle of taking it out of one case and putting it into something else for it to work that way.
Okay.
So to me, I think like out of these two, the biggest selling thing is really just the easy access.
Okay.
So I mean, I think I would go for a messenger bag that has kind of like an iPad pocket built into it. That has something like that. And actually, I mean, in terms, just a suggestion would be, I mean, I've seen some like devices built into like clip-on devices. It shows you like little features like mail count or something like that. So even like some kind of like Bluetooth feature that you could build into the thing to kind of build on that accessibility of it.
Right.
Might make sense.
Okay.
Because for me, it's like, okay, how quickly can I take it out, and how quickly can I like check my messages and emails and that kind of stuff.
Okay. So the advantage really that you're I guess you're telling me is that you like it because there's an ease of access.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
I mean, I think that's why the iPad in general is good, because its big advantage over like a laptop is that you don't have to pull out the laptop, set it up, take the power cord out, and wait for Windows to boot or whatever. It takes like 2 seconds for an iPad to boot up.
Okay.
So I think someone you're targeting who's on the run and just wants to quickly check something, the biggest thing for them is access. And I think why I would get something like this over just pulling out a smartphone would be like that it's just really quick and easy to do this. And I'd rather use the iPad because it's bigger screen and easier. But that phone has the convenience factor to it. So if you can make the iPad is equally convenient, then I don't want to use my phone. I'd rather use my iPad.
Okay, got it. One last question then is, how much do you think a product like this would be priced?
I don't know, maybe like $60, $70.
Okay.
It would depend. Obviously, it would depend on the material that it's made out of. Like if you made it out of leather, I could see maybe going upwards of 100, 150.
Yeah.
If you made it out of like this type of material, I would say 60 or 70 would be the most I'd pay for it.
Okay. Cool.
So,
Thank you.
no problem.